don't you? If we see the woman's attorney and he agrees to that,
Well, here we are.
Jeffrey, I'm going to make one last plea. Don't give this case to Shelley Travis.
But I thought we settled all that on the train.
We settled nothing. How can you think of being so ridiculous?
How do you mean ridiculous?
Having anything to do with this detective woman. From all I hear, she's completely mad.
Well, I'm not so sure about that. I grant you her methods are unusual and a little bit ultra-modern, perhaps. But you must admit she gets results.
In a wild, sensational way.
I don't care how wild or sensational she is, as long as she can help me now. Come on, Babs, let's chance it. But you said you'd see me through.
That was when I thought you still had good sense.
Babs.
What?
Aren't you even going to wish me luck?
Yes. All the luck in the world. You'll need it. Arrivederci.
Girls, what you must learn is how to change your face in less time than it takes to think. This detective game is a fast and furious race. You must act while criminals wink. You must know weeks ahead of the cases that are due and do every human thing you can to be armed with facts, situations, and a clue. But remember, always get your man. Now then, girls, to business. Kindly join me in disguise number 23, if you please. Thank you.
Disguise, we think, with eyes that never sleep. We hide our rosy cheeks behind the beards and sheep. As we snoop and here, we snoop out there. We are ready to do our dare. Shh, shh, shh. We are detectives.
Now then, girls, do you mind joining me in disguise number 7 in the old books? Not at all.
No important engagements this morning.
Good. Just give me a shout if any interesting prospects turn up. Cell telephone, hang on to wax paper. Hello, Dougie. Put me 1,000 pounds in Canadian rye. Please, darling, not during office hours. Referring to yours of the 19th inch, I am still LTD. What name? What? Just 1 minute. No, I don't know you. Are you there? Are you there? You're not? Fancy that. No, madam, that's much too pure. I only take immoral cases. Just hold on 1 minute, please.
Good morning. Good morning. I'd like to see Miss Travis, please.
Business or personal?
Oh, just a private matter I'd like to tell Miss Travis herself.
Have you been vaccinated?
What's that?
Didn't take.
Look here. I'd like to see Miss Travis, if you don't mind.
Sign on the bottom line, please.
I'll sign nothing. I came here on a matter of business. And if Miss Travis doesn't want to see me, why...
Sit down, please. I'll see what can be done. Miss Travis will see you. Sit where you are, please.
Much obliged.
That's that. We are here to show you the welcome on the mat. Now you walk. Entertain.
Let me thank you.
City trade. The mastermind put us here to entertain. Here's a posy for your coat, just to add a color note.
Service is a motto on which I dote.
Take a seat.
Take a seat.
Take a seat.
Take a seat.
Rest your face and hands and feet. Remember, we're detectives. So be discreet.
Good morning, Lord Prue.
Good morning. Are you Miss Travis?
I am.
Allow me to congratulate you on the courtesy of your office force.
Oh, not at all. Just youth and clean living, Lord Troon. Youth and clean living.
Splendid. But how did you know me?
I'm a detective.
Oh, I know that, but...
Every successful detective, Lord Troon, knows everything in advance. You can't fool a woman who knows.
But it's impossible to know everything.
For ordinary people, yes. But a detective, a lady detective. Pardon me. Now, for instance, you are Geoffrey Lord Troon, son of His Grace the Duke of Preswick. Will be 23 your next birthday, 5 feet 10, 152 pounds, 8.5 shoe.
8.5 C.
Oh, thank you. You carry an appendicitis scar and a small mole on your left hip, and on your,
We won't go into that.
Very well. Engaged to Lady Barbara Blythe, formerly in love
Oh,
with the...
please, I didn't come here to discuss my own affairs.
I know that. You came to see what could be done about your father, who is about to renew his youth with a pseudo-Russian countess who calls herself Helinka Sergeyeva. And you think your father is too old and much too dignified to renew his youth.
Oh, my father's entitled to do what he likes with his youth. It's certainly his own and nobody else's. But I don't think that I, his son, should stand by and watch the family estate being wasted on an adventuress. I don't trust the Countess.
No.
No. Furthermore, she is a blonde. And with blondes, my father has absolutely no resistance.
Tisk, 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 you are right. There isn't a single case of resistance in his record. Now look here, Trudy. Oh, pardon the familiarity, but I feel that you are greatly in need of me.
That's why I'm here.
Will you place everything in my hands?
Everything.
And will you trust me always?
Always.
Now listen. Helenka will never be able to blackmail the Duke if Shirley Travers accepts this case.
You're right. I think you're right.
Now, this case is very dangerous. And if I save your estate, I should expect you to divide with me. It is a high price to pay, but I feel the excitement will be worth it. Agreed?
Agreed.
Drop that bomb as a warning.
Right, you are.
Ready.
Tell me, has your father a hobby?
Oh, yes. Big game hunting.
Big game hunting. Does he happen to know a Lady Diana Drummond?
You mean the famous African big game hunters?
Yes.
No.
Well, has he ever seen her?
No, I'm sure he hasn't.
Well, you know, I'm supposed to look something like her.
Well, what's that got?
Well, I think it'd be a great idea if I visit him as Lady Diana Drummond.
Oh, will you come down on the train with me this afternoon?
I will, and I'll bring along a couple of ostriches and 2 eggs.
You can't go wrong with an ostrich.
So I've heard. And now you may go.
I appreciate all this.
And tell me, will you join me this afternoon in my private car at 4 o'clock?
Right you are.
Thank you.
There, I think that's better. I'm so anxious that Lady Diana should like the dear old boy. What do you think of the general effect?
One moment. Oh, I think I understand him better.
Really? Yeah. Lady Diana. You know, my son Geoffrey is an extraordinary boy. He never comes up from London without bringing me something exciting.
Oh, this hunting woman, she excites you.
Well, I must confess that a visit from Lady Diana Drummond, the famous African big game shot, certainly gives me a thrill. I'm stupendously fond of animals.
Ah, you are a great man,
Do
Benji.
you really think so? Well, now I come to think of it, I suppose every great man has something of the animal in him.
Benji, have you been holding out on me?
Holding out on you? I don't quite grasp the expression.
Yes. Many times have I thought to see animals in your heart. But never do you speak or act like one.
Oh, dear, how unpleasant.
There. How is that?
Magnificent. But to continue with what you were saying.
Yeah.
Do you see animals in me?
Yes, animals. And fish.
Fish?
For instance, you have a head of a porpoise,
Porpoise?
a neck of a swan, a sleek body of a panther, and a leg of a zebra.
Ah, you're delicious. Perfectly delicious. And so quaint. With your permission, I should like to give you a little kiss. May I?
Lady Diana Drummond, Your Grace.
Lady Diana. Helenka, come.
Your Grace, are you sure your guest is really Lady Diana Drummond?
Certainly. My son True knows her very well.
So do I. But I think she's still in Africa.
You're mistaken, von Diddendorf. She returned unexpectedly this morning. My boy met her at the boat. Yes.
Lady Diana Drummond.
Welcome to Troon, Lady Diana. There's an old saying in my family, he who comes to Castle Troon must swim across the bonny Doon.
Oh, yeah? Oh, we took a taxi.
I'll be back in a moment. And, Father, remember, Lady Diana's had a very, very hard day. See that she doesn't get too much excitement.
Lady Diana is in excellent hands. Shall we,
Like this? Now, Governor, stop it. Stop it at once. Come here. Come on. Well, come on. There. Now give the Duke back his scheme due. Give it back. Nice, Governor. That's right.
Charming.
Now then, beg the Duke's pardon. Beg the Duke's pardon. You won't? All right, then punish yourself.
Delightful creature.
Charming, isn't it? There, wipe that up. Poor little Governor, I always say. Now then, he won't do that again for 30 days.
How very refreshing.
No, my dear Duke, I think you'll find Governor very useful. Now, over here are two extraordinary birds.
Are those for me, too?
Yes, both of them. And you know, I'm sure you'll find them a great blessing.
Now I want you to meet a very old and dear friend of mine, the Countess Helenka Sergeyeva.
How do you do, Countess? How do you do?
Lady Barbara Blythe, I believe you know.
Oh, Lady Barbara, of course. You know, Jesse's been talking about you all morning. Has he?
Blythe.
Wasn't it magnificent?
Wasn't what magnificent? The monkey?
No, the whole thing. I thought she did a lovely job. I almost began to believe she was the real Lady Diana myself.
Well, now that you've got her here, what's the next step in the plot?
She's going to make Father forget that the Countess even exists.
How? Hypnotism?
No, she's going to make love to him herself.
I don't see that helps much. He might as well marry the Countess in this traveling menagerie.
Oh, she won't marry him. She'll just take him away from Helenka.
If she can.
Oh, she can, all right. She tells me she's been very successful with dukes.
She's not going to get you mixed up in this by any chance, is she?
Of course not, darling. She's hired to do the job and she'll handle it. So it's silly to worry about it anymore.
It's silly to get mixed up with a crazy woman, and I'm sure some sort of trouble will happen.
Well, wasn't that better than arguing?
Oh, yes. But that doesn't mean to say I've changed my mind.
No.
How very extraordinary. But what I don't quite understand is, why was it necessary to fill the elephant's ear with crabapple?
Well, that's something that very few people know about elephants. Now, after dinner, I shall entertain you with a few of my jungle tricks.
Oh, will you really? That's awfully kind of you. Do hear that, everybody? Lady Diana is going to amuse us after dinner with a little jungle juggling. Very droll.
Oh, yes, but only on one condition, my dear Duke.
Name it, fair one.
That you will let me off saying even a few words at your reception on Saturday.
Oh, but that's too devastating, dear lady. Don't you understand the reception is being given in your honor? My guests will be bitterly disappointed if you don't regale them with a little oratory, thanks very much, and so forth.
Very well, then I shall keep my tricks to myself.
Your stories are so very unusual. You've no idea.
My dear Dukey, you don't know how terrified I am of crowds. Now, if you let me off the speech-making on Saturday, I'll dress up for you tonight in my hunting kit and tell everything.
Oh, well, of course. Here is a very fascinating specimen, the pride of my collection. I had a lot of trouble with this old boy. It's a long story, I won't tell it to you now. Now, I suppose you use a 40-40 on Tiger.
Ooh, no. A 50-50.
50-50?
Yeah.
I've never heard of a 50-50. I know the 550, but that's a train.
Well, you see, it's like this. It's 50-50 if you get the tiger, or if the tiger gets a you.
That's very droll.
Skip it.
Very droll,
Skip
yes,
it.
yes.
Fetch my 50-50. Rifle.
Yes, my lady.
Get
Now-
it off it.
When I was in Pune...
Puna. Oh, here's the 50-50.
Oh, indeed.
Skip it. Firing position number 22.
Yes, my lady.
Oh, good old 50-50. Good old 50-50.
Oh, there we are.
Now then, you take up your position in some well-worn tiger's path.
Oh, do tigers take a bath?
Beg your pardon?
Never mind, I'll ask you some other time.
And then when one comes along,
Yes?
you wait for him to spring.
Yes,
And when he is in midair,
Yes?
you give him the woik.
I don't quite understand. My dear lady, my very dear lady.
Well, that will give you a rough idea. I know Shirley Travis has never been on a horse.
So do I. That's why we have to see to it that the Duke insists upon her joining the hunt tomorrow morning. The real Lady Diana is one of England's finest horsewomen. Even the Duke must know that. And rather than face a real hunt, I'm sure Shirley will dash back to London tomorrow morning.
Oh, she has nerve, that woman. She may decide to ride.
Then Nicholas and myself will make her horse run away, and that will put an end to Miss Shirley Travers.
Look here. You've got to get me out of this fox hunt tomorrow. I've never been on a horse in my life.
Well, you can't very well back out now, you know. This is the last hunt of the season, and Lady Diana has never missed a meet while in England.
Oh, dear, I'll break my neck, I tell you.
I have it. We'll go down to the stable just as soon as I've said good night to Babs, and I'll teach you to ride tonight.
I can't do it.
You don't want our whole plan to fall through, do you?
No.
Well, I think old von Dittensdorf suspects that you're not really Lady Diana Drummond. Now, Lady Diana is a very famous horsewoman, and if you don't ride tomorrow, old Von there may set my father a-thinking.
Well, I've done some pretty terrible things in my life.
Where are you going?
Down to the stable.
Oh, Matty! Oh, there's the sound.
Ooh, who's there? Oh, you poor horsey.
Oh! Hit me! Hit me! Once more, you know, and the 100 pounds is mine.
I will not hit you.
Hit me while I can stand it. Oh, Mammy! Now pay me. Oh, it's you.
Yes, well, think nothing of it. I know you are delicate.
Don't move. You're a beautiful vision, just as you are.
Now, don't be vulgar.
Shh. Don't speak. I don't want you to wake me up. Then you will disappear. You see, I am a poor stable man, but never have I seen you come to me at night.
Now, you are awake, and I am really here.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Can you do? Shirley made a terrific hit with the old Duke.
That's all right. Let her keep him. I like the sound better.
Geoffrey? Oh, he seemed to be quite fascinated with you at dinner.
Yes, my dear husband. And he will be very simple and charming to compromise.
Excellent.
Yes, very good. But maybe he won't be compromised.
Then we get tough. Listen. You heard at dinner.
The Duke will give a magnificent reception Saturday night for Lady Diana. All the jewels which will be worn on that reception will value well over 100,000 pounds.
Hold up!
Yes, a hold up! Well, I've got to learn to ride before the hunt in the morning. Can you help me?
Can I? Wait just a minute. Right here, I have a course in 10 letters, 2 subdivisions, and no local departments. Now then, here.
Look here, do you know anything about horses?
No. No, I don't. But this is a very complete cassava.
Zava?
Yes. Now, you read, and I'll go through the motions.
Well,